Got to ask you about this FBI search warrant that was issued to Senator Richard Burr. He's the Republican chairman of the Senate Intelligence Committee. I saw a tweet yesterday evening from Preet Bharara, who was a U.S. attorney here in New York, and he says this is a very, very, very big deal, that to get a warrant for a sitting United States senator would have to go to the very highest levels of the Justice Department. So what are you hearing about it, and what do you know about how high this went up, this decision to issue this warrant?
Really a stunning development, Vlad, and the congressional aides that I've spoken to this morning from both sides of the aisle are still trying to make sense of it all and figure out what this means for Burr, what this means for the relationship between Congress and the Department of Justice, and where all of this goes from here. I mean, Burr is a very powerful Republican senator. He chairs the Senate Intelligence Committee. He, along with many other senators, began getting regular briefings about COVID-19's spread in China in January, and those continued into February. And it was mid-February when he sold off a bunch of stock worth up to $1.7 million based on his financial filings. He did file reports to inform Congress that he had sold this stock. That's required. And his office, once this was made public in a report in ProPublica, his office said that he used publicly available information to make these trades, that it was well into the public eye by then, that everyone knew that the coronavirus was spreading, was likely headed to the United States, was likely going to roil U.S. financial markets. And so they say he wasn't relying on any inside information when he made those sales. And so the fact that this has now escalated apparently into a criminal investigation, which would have to be the case in order for the FBI to get a warrant to seize his phone, that shows that clearly DOJ is now involved in looking into this, which takes it to the next level. We haven't been able to get any kind of on-the-record response from Burr's office or from his lawyer, but clearly this will spark questions about whether he intends to retain his chairmanship of this committee, which, it should be said, is a committee that has angered the president in the past, most recently because it released a report saying that the Russians interfered in the election in order to help President Trump.
A very big deal. Nancy Cordes, also a very big deal for us on Capitol Hill. As always, we appreciate it, Nancy. You're the best. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Vlad.